Super Bowl 58 is in the books. Patrick Mahomes and got his third Super Bowl. 49ers had a shot. 49ers should have won this Super Bowl. It happens every time. You have this team down, bottled up. You all played them most of the game. Everybody was thinking, man, this is it. 49ers should have won the Super Bowl. Somebody finally fixed to reject Patrick Mahomes from winning a title. It looked like that the whole first half. 49ers controlled it. But you allow Kansas City and Patrick Magician Mahomes to hang around and hang around. What a great team's going to do. When they took the lead 13-10, that's when I was like, yeah, it's over. 49ers had every opportunity to extend the lead. Now, it was a defensive ball game. I'm not saying it was easy. They can just march up and down the field. Both of these defenses were great. But 49ers, when you have an opportunity like you had in this Super Bowl to go ahead and mash the gas, string together some plays, and try to extend the lead, you couldn't do that. You kind of played patty cake back and forth with this team. And when you have greatness on the other side, it's only a matter of time. What about those wide receivers for the Kansas City Chiefs taking all that backlash all year and making plays to win this Super Bowl? Catch after catch. Guys who's been dropping the ball, dead ball penalties all year long, and they're the ones who came up big making catches and the touchdown to win it in overtime. Came that close to rejecting Patrick Mahomes. 49ers are not sleeping well at all last night. Didn't sleep well. They were stunned. When you control most of the game and then it comes down to the end and you just find a way to let it slip through your fingers, you just don't get opportunities like this all the time. When you get to the Super Bowl, you have to seal the deal. Who says you're back there next year? But Patrick Mahomes, MVP of the Super Bowl, that's not a shock. Most of the times Kansas City wins a Super Bowl, Patrick Mahomes is going to get the MVP. I don't know what's going to happen. This was the best opportunity for any team to beat the Chiefs and reject them from a Super Bowl this year. They haven't been playing clean football all year. They didn't even look good in the Super Bowl to start. You come out of the gates, you hit them in the mouth, go up 15, 20 points, stout defense. I like your chances. But offense kept sputtering, turning over the ball, which you don't see McCaffrey fumble often, so that shocked a lot of people. I was like, whoa, because he don't fumble the ball, not all purpose. So that was a scoring drive that they turned it over. Now to the defensive credit for the Chiefs, same thing happened with the 49ers. They fumbled as well when they were trying to surge and try to score some points. So like I said, the defense was great. It was back and forth. But if you're 49ers, man, you have to seal the deal. Kansas City already got them a Super Bowl. You trying to knock down the door. And maybe I'm not giving enough credit to the Kansas City Chiefs defense. I don't know, but all I know is the 49ers should have won this Super Bowl. It was right there for the taking. But you play around and you're going to get overcome by greatness. Patrick Mahomes didn't have a clean game, but he just kept playing. Kept throwing the ball, kept running, kept extending plays. And it don't matter how many interceptions he throws, how many incompletions, he's going to continue to come at you until that big play happens. On the goal line, overtime, Andy Reid cooked up something, which he always does. Touchdown. Hardman, guy who took a lot of criticism throughout the year, dropping passes, scored the game-winning touchdown. Story of this team, finding a way. Finding a way. If you can't get them this year, what year can you get them? It's a terrible year for the Chiefs. If you look at statistically, sharpness, winning a whole lot of games, getting home field advantage, they didn't have any of those things. And they found a way to come out on top. And I said, if Patrick Mahomes wins this Super Bowl, we have to give it to him. We have to give it to him, whether you like it or not. And he's right back on the mission. He's right on the next year. He's looking to rack up some more Super Bowls. He can't even enjoy this one. The man's like a machine. Always thinking about the next play. Always thinking about next year when you're in the moment of winning a Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes can say a whole lot more than what he's saying. Especially when you got all these quarterbacks coming up trying to knock him off his position. Everybody trying to big up all the other quarterbacks, the Burrow, the Josh Allens, Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts. All these guys, they're trying to build up Brock Purdy to overtake him. He can say a lot more. He's keeping them down there at bay. He's not thinking about no other quarterback. He's standing alone. And right now, he's trying to win Super Bowls, multiple Super Bowls. At his age, continue to build around him. Keep the core there. Who's going to stop him right now? They didn't play their worst this year. Terrible output by them to go out in a Super Bowl in a slugfest and pull it out. And what I mean by a slugfest, battling. Keep pushing forward no matter what's happening on the football field. Arguments on the sideline. Travis Kelce, Andy Reid. That was a sight, wasn't it? When you're on the outside looking in at that situation, you like, that's terrible. How could something like that happen in the Super Bowl to a well-accomplished head coach like Andy Reid? Both guys are Hall of Famers, no doubt. You can break that situation down in like 3 sections. You can look at his passion. He just wanted to play. That's the type of relationship they have. No big deal. Then you can look at it on the other hand, it's just about results. If you didn't have results, that situation would look even more terrible. If Travis Kelce was the type of player he is, and if he didn't produce results, yeah, that thing would have been all blown up. And it would have been losing or lost the game. It have got stretched out even further than what it did. But it was nothing. It only takes a coach like Andy Reid to deal with a situation like that. And that post game, they just made fun of it. No big deal. He loves Travis. Travis loves him. They respect each other. But on the outside looking in, that looks terrible. It looks bad. But Travis produces. Andy Reid produces. Two competitive people and dominant minds, they can clash like that and move on. No big deal. Another way you can look at it, Travis Kelce wasn't getting a lot of balls his way. Got his girl up in the press box. He wants to show a little bit. He wants to help this team win. He needs some balls coming his way. He wants to show. He's feeling the pressure. You can look at it like that. But one thing he didn't want to do was lose this ball game, and losing it with him having 2 or 3 catches, he wasn't willing to sacrifice that. And went to Andy Reid to voice his concerns. After that, he's catching balls and making plays. We're moving on. It's all about winning Super Bowls. Chiefs lose that game, maybe get blown up bigger than what it was. Maybe they say something different at post game if they lose that game. But I like the passion by Travis Kelce. He's a winner. No doubt about that. You want a fiery guy like that on your team, especially when he produces. And he produces all the time. Like I say, Brock Purdy didn't have a bad game at all. Definitely went on Brock Purdy. He done his job. He's the next big thing coming, no doubt about it. Keep working on this craft. I'm pretty sure they're going to keep a good team. They keep this team is still good enough. Deebo Samuel was a little banged up. he didn't have the game he wanted to have. 3 catches, 33 yards. Very mild. Very mild, but like I say, he was playing hurt, but he wanted to be out there. And for the 49ers to have a chance and should have won this game without his production, just to show you what type of football team they have. Just missed opportunities for the 49ers in the Super Bowl. That's all it was. Great game, though. Great game to watch. Got extended minutes and overtime. But the more the story is, Patrick Mahomes got another Super Bowl. He hasn't been knocked off his spot yet. Thought Brock Purdy could do it in his defense. And they had him flustered for a while, running around, putting him on the ground, hurrying his passes, picking him off. See, he can go through all of that stuff and still come out on top. That's a champion. That's Tom Brady-ish, Michael Jordan-esque. When it don't matter what's going out there on the field, you're going to make plays when they matter the most. And he comes up big every time. 3 Super Bowls. At 27, 28 years old, he's got a long way to go. And I'm pretty sure in his mind, he would like to rack up these Super Bowls, maybe tie a Tom Brady or surpass him. At this pace, he could surpass him. If he stays healthy and they continue to add 1 or 2 guys each year like they do with Pacheco and all these other special players they plug in with speed, can run, keep the defense tight, who's to say? But once again, Patrick Mahomes can say a whole lot. He can gloat a little bit. He can talk a little mess. He's earned that, but he doesn't do it on the field. These guys haven't got close to him yet he wants to say anything. Just winning Super Bowls, that speaks louder than any words could ever. But shouts out to the Kansas City Chiefs. I picked the 49ers. I wanted the 49ers to win the Super Bowl. Actually, didn't turn out that way. But give homage to where its credit's due. They pulled it out. Wasn't clean. Wasn't perfect. Champions find a way, and they found a way. So Super Bowl 58 won by the Kansas City Chiefs, 22-25. It opened up a little bit, but we was looking for 30s and 40s with these 2 high-powered offenses, but the defense overpowered the offense in this one. Great defensive play. Great defensive play. And that sews it up for the football season. Sews it up. Time to transition now. And now we're just going to wait till next year, man. Hopefully all the quarterbacks are healthy for a full season and see what you have. But as of right now, Patrick Mahomes still stands as the best quarterback in the NFL. And I don't see anybody really knocking him off his spot. I'll be honest with you. You can come in a hard second, but surpassing him is going to take too much. Health is one of them because he's always available. Then you got to produce in the playoffs. You got to find your way to the Super Bowl and win multiple Super Bowls. Y'all behind the 8 ball right now, got a lot of catching up to do. And y'all just going to have to eliminate him from the playoffs for multiple years to surpass him. And I don't see that happening. Unless they just blow this team up. A lot of arguments, self-inflicted wounds. They asking for trades. Andy Reid decides he wants to retire. A lot of these things have to happen if you're going to knock off these Chiefs right now. And I don't see it happening. So there you have it, folks. NFL season comes to a close. And they did it. There was a lot of Chiefs fans, man. A lot of Chiefs fans that were out there rooting him on. Boy, everybody thought these 49ers was supposed to do it. But when you got the magician over there, it's always possible. Always possible. 34 for 46, Patrick Mahomes. 333 yards. Threw that 1 pick, got 2 touchdowns. Brock Purdy, 23 for 38, 255 yards. Almost 7 on average. He's got a touchdown pass with no picks. So no big splashes. Christian McCaffrey, he ran for 80 yards. Usually he gets his 100. You can keep him under 100. Hey, you're doing wonderful things. And we talked about that. If Christian McCaffrey got over 100 yards, pretty much the 49ers win. They kept him under 100. Got him at 80. Just under 4 yards a carry. So you factor that in with Deebo Samuels not being a factor with 3 catches. That'll get you a win if you're the Chiefs. And they got it. Because the 49ers were just a few big plays from actually winning it. They just couldn't make the big play splash to take this game over. Like I say, it was back and forth for a while. Not many points, just field goals. Then when the touchdowns came, it was like they score a touchdown, they come back down, they'll match it, hit a touchdown. But a lot of big plays were left on the field. And Kansas City made them ones in the end. And they sitting on top. So there you have it. We'll see if the 49ers can get there again next year, or at least come close. With the Chiefs, not looking for them to come in next year and slump like they did this year. They might come right out of the gate winning games. So that's it. This Goodymo Sports Quick Hits. Just want to come in Super Bowl 58 real quick. It's in the books. Patrick Mahomes still on top. 3 Super Bowls and counting to somebody knocking off his spot. Make it in Monday. Enjoy yourselves. Just beginning. And we out of here. Peace.